Okie dokie. So it is 2:51 a.m. My dad's gonna drive me to the airport, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, pretty tired, but at the same time I had a hard time sleeping just because sometimes when there's these really early morning flights, I just can't sleep very well because I'm nervous of missing them, I guess. I'm gonna make a shake, and from there we're just gonna go for it. I mean, flight boards at 4:20, so we're gonna have to leave here at 3 if I want to have a chance of making it. Dark chocolate into my shake because it's nice and caffeine-y. That's what I buy coffee. This is probably the deadest I've ever seen an airport in my life. I've also never flown this early before, but most of these TSAs are just starting their shift. A good tidbit though is, sorry, I'm pulling my mask down so I don't fog up my glasses. But a good tidbit is what it looks like you can carry a full bottle of contact solution. They'll just have to pull your bag over and check and make sure it's actually contact solution, because that's what happened to me. And Phoenix is a fairly big airport, so I guess it's the way it would be everywhere else too. Everyone else on my flight are really the only other peoples here. But we'll sit down, set up camp. Boarding starts in like 30 minutes, I think. So we'll have enough time to chill. There's no stores open or anything right now. We'll have a layover in Dallas and we'll go from there. Okay, we are finally in Missouri. So I just had to take my glasses off for a second. I mean, I've been up since 4. It's raining here a little bit. Not too bad though, it's pretty nice outside. And I found out that there's a reception tonight. I thought it was gonna be tomorrow morning. So they're doing reception tonight, wedding tomorrow morning. And then I'm just gonna hang out with the family I'm with for the rest of Saturday. It sounds like they have like a pool party that they're doing. Besides that, we're just gonna enjoy the rest of our time here. If I'm being honest, I'm a little bit nervous. I haven't seen a lot of these people in a while, and I just don't really know what to expect. But I love them regardless. So we're gonna head over there. It's about 45 minutes. Grab something to eat along the way, and then yeah, I'll show you what Monette, Missouri is like. We're not quite at Monette yet, but this is what the towns and everything look like driving up to it. Monette is still a small town, but you'll realize a lot of Missouri looks like this. You'll see more clips here in a second. So I pulled over because I got a little bit lost. I'm at the Quality Foods Honestly Priced Unky Supermarket. It's about 20-25 minutes away from my old area, and I don't know, man. As I was driving, I've been pretty nervous, and I was trying to think to myself, I'm like, why am I so nervous? And I don't know, when I think about my life so far, it feels like I honestly haven't accomplished very much, and I feel like I'm not as spiritual as I once was. I'm not as successful as I thought I'd be. And it discourages me quite a bit because I'm a very goal-oriented person. And I feel like when they talk to me, that's what my value would be based off of, which I know it's not. I don't know. Every now and again, it really does be like that sometimes. So, still gonna drive, still gonna go there. But I just kind of had to work through that. Made me realize that I really haven't been taking my spiritual life as seriously as I probably should be, though, being back here. And I really need to make sure I'm doing that, because I rely a lot on prayer and meditation, and I go based off of the feelings that I get from those, and they haven't been wrong so far. So
I know it might seem silly to say that it's kind of weird to distance yourself from stuff like that. And I wouldn't say I'm necessarily distanced myself, but it's more just like being in quarantine, just kind of fallen by the wayside. I just kind of forgotten to do it, you know? So I'm gonna listen to some scriptures on the way there. And yeah, I mean, it's probably a good experience to remember and write down, just because you never want to feel these types of emotions, you know? Or at least if you do, you want to make the most out of them. So I just thought I'd share that. I know these vlogs aren't supposed to be depressing, and I don't intend them to be, but what I do intend them to be is an honest look at my goal and quest to become an entrepreneur. Oh, the other thing. So, I was reading Expert Secrets, and I realized I probably should have read that, at least the first little bit of it first out of all the books, just because in there, Russell gives a framework for how someone becomes an expert. So initially it starts out with a dream, and then it moves to a reporter, out of all things. So a reporter is someone that they're obsessed enough about this dream that they start really learning all about it, and they start going to things and interviewing people that are really good in that field and all that kind of stuff. And it's interesting because he says one of the worst things that can happen to someone is them getting a degree, because most of the time people stop learning once they get to that point. And I realized I kind of gotten caught up in that too. I mean, after I got my real estate license, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a professional. Like, I can do whatever I want, right? And I should know all this stuff. And I think that's kind of the mindset that I dangerously got caught up in. Was of like, I told people that, I do this. Like, I do digital marketing and that kind of stuff. And seeing very little to no success so far because I've implemented it too much and I'm still learning so much about it, I've realized that I set myself up for failure with that mindset. So what I'm going to focus on now is getting back into that learner mindset. It might take a little bit of time and working at it, because I feel like a lot of confidence comes from being a professional and knowing what you're talking about. But I need to realize that I can still build an audience from that reporter standpoint, and a lot of people encourage that. So that's going to be my new mindset moving forward, is making sure I keep strong spiritually, so that way when the rougher times come around, especially, I can handle them. And picking up that learner's mentality again, that it's always day one or whatever you want to call it, because in the end, that seems to be what really sets people apart. Is they learn, and then eventually you get to the point where they can make their own frameworks. I guess frameworks are like the methods that you use to become successful. Then they can start showing other people and seeing if it works for them. And if it works for them, then that's when you can start producing and selling. And the idea is that you want to come from a place of service and not from a place of just trying to straight up sell people. So initially that's what I'm going to have to do, straight up sell people, because I don't have the skill set currently to take someone's falling apart business and bring them up to like $1 million. Right now I have to focus on what can I do, so something like affiliate or giveaways or something that I can do to practice my own ideas or frameworks and go from there. So it helps for me to talk it out a lot when I have lots of thoughts rolling around my head. So I'm glad you guys listened. I hope you picked up something out of that. I'm gonna keep driving, and it's super weird seeing I lived here for 6 months as a missionary, and this particular area where I'm sitting right now wasn't part of my area, but my area is coming up here in probably like 10 minutes, and I just remember missing all this green. I slept so much on the plane that I feel like I just woke up, and it's a weird dream. I might not record too much, I'll try to, but I'll show you guys when I get to the towns where I lived in. Peace. no TikToks today. Oh, ninja.
Man, good day, honestly, very good day. Pretty tired. I just got back from the reception, and I haven't really slept for freaking who knows how long. Slept a little bit on the airplane, but I'm here in my own separated apartment. The garage is downstairs. They are across this like little breezeway. But yeah, really good. I mean, I remember why I like this area so much. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, as a missionary, you're assigned areas or like geographical areas, and you're responsible for all the people there, teaching them and all the church members and all that kind of stuff, right? If you have any questions, talk to a missionary. But all these people here have just been very friendly to me and very nice, and I'm very grateful for them. And it was super fun just being able to see all of them again and catch up, They're like family to me, and I get to go to the wedding tomorrow. So, I mean, I know it's weird, right? The reception is today, wedding is tomorrow, but it is what it is. So, reception was tonight. That was kind of like everyone comes, and then they invited me to the wedding, which is a lot more like a little more close-knit, I guess. So, going to that, and then the Georges, who I'm staying with, invited me to go to a pool party. So, middle of nowhere pool party, should be really fun. They're really cool people, so we'll see what happens. And then I'm thinking about going to Bentonville on Sunday, going to the not Crystal Museum, it's called Crystal Bridges. It's a free art museum from the Waltons. The Waltons are the people that founded Walmart, and they are just super loaded, obviously. And they've put tons of money into Bentonville. If you ever come to Arkansas, you have to go to Bentonville. It's like the gem of Arkansas and just kind of the South in general. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. It's almost 12. I'm really exhausted. I was going to edit tonight, but y'all will probably see this when I get some rest. Because, like, look at this, dude. This eye's just shot. And this one's going there, too. So, yeah. Thank you guys for dealing with all the weird drama of Jacob's life. I'm grateful for you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow as I show you around a little bit more. Peace.